Namaste and welcome to Alpha Mind Power channel. Today we are going to speak about the spiritual quotient of a person. You might be wondering what that is. When we say spiritual quotient, what we mean is, can you measure your spiritual growth? How do you measure your spiritual growth? So this is just a small effort to try and see whether we can do it. Now, when we talk about spirituality, how do we define a person's day? What I would say is, generally in Alpha Mind Power, what I advise and what most of our Alpha Siddhas follow is that you get up in the morning, you wake up in the morning, and if possible early morning, and just freshen up, brush your teeth, wash your face and all that, and then immediately sit and do a proper meditation. Of course, we have 18 classes, different classes. There are so many Alpha Siddhas who have done all the classes, or at least many of them. So you would have all those meditations. So any one of them you sit and listen to in the morning and do the meditation. And of course, before that you do your pranayamam and breathing exercise, then the meditation. At the end of the meditation, goal visualization, talking to somebody's subconscious mind, healing, all that you do. So that is the morning session done. Then you have your bath and you have whatever work you have at home, you complete all that. And then you do your puja after your bath. When you do your puja, you light a lamp probably and light agarbattis, etc. And then you just sit and chant some mantras or some slokas. This is what most of the people do. So you do that, little time you spend for that. And then you go about your work. Maybe you have to go to office, or maybe you have work at home. Whatever is your day's routine, you follow all that. And in the evening, during sunset, we call it Sandhya Kalam. At that time, again, you light a lamp, light agarbatti, bring in a divine energy into your house. And many people have the habit of sitting at that time and chanting some slokas. In fact, there is a routine that people have. On Sundays, it is Aditya Hridayam. On Monday, it is Shiva Ashtotram or any sloka pertaining to Shiva. Then Tuesday, it is Muruga, so we chant Kanda Sashti Kavasam. And on Wednesdays, it is Vishnu Sahasranamam. Thursday, it is either Sai Baba Satsaritam, reading it or singing or chanting any of his mantras. Friday, it is Lalita Sahasranamam, and Saturday, it is Hanuman Chalisa. This is generally, I am giving only a general idea. It could be some other slokam, you can say anything, but people try to do these things in the evening. If there is no time in the morning, evening is best. And then again, you have some other work, maybe some cooking or maybe some other work, finish everything. And finally, when you are going to bed, spend 5 minutes to connect with God, Guru, God, Holy Siddhas, higher energies, and just think about whatever is good for you, whatever you would like to think about. Make that connection, that's very important. And then go to sleep. So if this routine is followed, in fact, this is the routine many people who are on the spiritual path would like to follow. And if you keep doing all these 4 things, I have mentioned only 4, it can be more for some, it can be less for some. If you keep doing all this consistently, the word consistently is very important. So when you keep doing this consistently, what happens is an inner transformation starts happening, and that is the most important thing. Now, it's not just the meditation or just the puja, it's also the consciousness with which you do it. So there are also people who do not do all these things which I mentioned here, all the 4 times. They may say, I don't have time for all this. I do one meditation in the morning, and there I visualize my goals, I do everything, I connect with Guru, God, Holy Siddhas, and I'm fine. And then the whole day, throughout the day, I'm connected. That also is a wonderful thing, because what is more important is the connection. And all that I mentioned, that do the meditation in the morning, then puja, then evening chanting, and again in the night a small meditation. It's all to re-establish the connection with higher energies. But if you can do that with just one meditation in the morning also, it's absolutely fine. So if a person says that, there's nothing wrong in that. But there are people who don't want to come onto the spiritual path. This video is not for you. If you're not on the spiritual path, you're not bothered about meditation, you feel that I'm doing my work, I'm eating, sleeping, everything happily, I don't need all this, then this video is not for you. This video is for people who are on the spiritual path and who are wondering whether what they're doing is enough or not. How do you know whether your spiritual growth is happening or not? How do you measure your spiritual growth? It is only for people who have these questions in their mind. So Whether it is all the 4 things which I mentioned that you're doing, like meditation, puja, chanting, and then again meditation, or whether it is just one meditation in a day in the morning and then throughout the day you're mentally connected, both are good enough. If you take our Srividya Alpha Siddhas, they have beautiful experiences. They will always say, I practice Srividya meditation in the morning and I visualize my goals, that is it. But after that, I don't have time to meditate, I'm very busy. But after my meditation in the morning, throughout the day, I'm connected with Bala. Whatever I speak, whatever I do, it is always with the energy of Bala. So there you can see the inner transformation taking place and the person enjoying whatever the person is doing and always remaining in that connected state. So this will make the inner transformation very fast, very quick, and the spiritual growth also becomes much better. So the spiritual quotient becomes higher. So that way, if you look back at your life, maybe when did you begin your spiritual journey? It could be maybe 1 year back, a few months back, or 2 years back, or 10 years back, anything. There is a time in our life when we were not really doing anything much spiritually, and at some point in life you enter this zone and start traveling on this path. So to think of your life before you started anything spiritual. How were you at that time, and how is your day-to-day life now? What are the things you're doing? How do you feel? What is your consciousness? A small analysis will tell you how much you have grown spiritually. And the symptoms, how do we understand that a person's inner transformation is taking place and that you're going to a higher level of consciousness? It's simply this: you do not react to every circumstance as you used to do before. You are more calm, you're more mature. Even if somebody says something, you don't immediately come out with tit for tat. It's not like that. You are able to say, okay, that person is talking like this, let me just wait, but I will definitely handle this, but not immediately. Let me give it some time. If you're able to say that. If somebody comes and confronts you with something, and you don't immediately burst out, but you're able to say that, okay, fine, we'll take it forward, I'll do something about it. And slowly you analyze any situation patiently, calmly, and do whatever is required for it. If you become like that, a little mature, a little calm, and don't overreact for anything, then the spiritual growth, the maturity is happening. Spiritual growth is nothing but being in tune with yourself, being more connected with your inner self, and not reacting, exploding for everything. So that happens as you meditate. It happens as you chant mantras, as you do pujas. But it's not just doing all these things. Apart from doing all these things, you should also have the consciousness connected with higher energies. So that is the main thing which gives you that inner transformation. So that way you can see. Now supposing you are a person who does that one-time meditation in the morning and throughout the day experiences that energy, then your spiritual quotient is very high. You can keep some percentage, that's up to you. You have to decide, you have to value your spiritual growth yourself. But if it is a person who says, I want to do all this, I want to meditate, I want to do puja, I want to chant mantras and slokas, I also want to meditate in the night, but I am not able to do any of these. It remains as an intention. Then the spiritual quotient also will not be so high, because whatever is required is not being done. So the connectivity also can't be very high unless you sit and meditate at least once in a day. So if you look at it like that, this video, hopefully this video makes you reflect on your spiritual path, makes you understand what you should be doing more or what you should be doing less. It's not just the ritual. See, sometimes people tell me, I spend 2 hours doing puja, and then I ask them, do you meditate? They say, no, I don't meditate. The 2 hours of puja becomes only a ritual. There's no inner transformation happening. There's only that satisfaction that I have read this sloka, I have done this, I have done that. That is not enough. Whatever we are doing in this path, it should help us to grow. So please reflect on your own spiritual growth, your own spiritual quotient, and please write in the comments below. I will definitely read all of them. Let me understand how you feel about it.